Welcome to the podcast. The Aging Queen. Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the podcast. Welcome back to another wonderful episode of The Aging Queen with our usual suspects. We've got Robbie from Madrid, Spain. Hey, Robbie.
Hello, hello.
And Mr. James from Columbus, Ohio. Happy Pride.
Hello. Pride's actually next weekend, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Pride's going on all over the place, right?
That's true. World Pride is in DC right now, so I have a lot of friends who are there.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I know. And Spain has the Sitges one going on right now, Torremolinos, and Madrid at the end of the month. It's
Beginning of July.
Yeah, beginning of July. That's right.
We have it at the end because we're the best.
Best. Simply the best. So what have you guys been up to? And happy Pride Month for everyone listening.
Happy Pride, everyone.
Yeah, happy Pride, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, woohoo. So, Robbie, what have you been up to?
I got a big announcement. I don't know if you guys are ready for this.
Go ahead.
Are you ready? Are you sitting down?
We're sitting down.
I'm sitting down, yeah.
All right, sit down, get ready, because I just turned 40.
No.
Congratulations.
I knew about this.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday again.
Yes, it was on the 31st. So, yeah, it was great.
How did you deal with your twink death?
Oh, my twink death has been deathly twinked since a long time ago. So I don't think I've ever been a twink, to be honest.
You were a twink. We were all twinks at least for a couple of days.
I don't know. I've had a beard since I was probably 17, and no, I'm growing it out. It's quite long. Thankfully, we're not on video right now because it's a bit much. I'd like to braid it. I think that's going to be my some people, when they turn 40, they want to buy a Corvette. They want to cheat on their spouse. They want to do this, do that. They have a little midlife crisis. I think my crisis is just going to be growing my beard out. And
that's pretty good.
And braiding it. I think that'd be
a la David Letterman kind of a thing.
Even longer, even like ZZ Top almost.
Nice.
Oh, wow,
nice.
That's long.
But what I wanted to do was to shave my head and go to the beach. I did not do that, but that's okay. I did shave my head though. I just did not go to the beach. I went to Merida instead, which is a old Roman town in Extremadura in the west of Spain towards Portugal. And I went there for a day trip and overnight trip. And yeah, it was great. Saw a whole bunch of Roman ruins, aqueducts, amphitheaters. It's great. I highly recommend it. It's not Rome, but obviously
Close to it.
It's, kind of, yeah. It's great. There was a music festival going on, and they had these stars that they put on the ground, like the Hollywood Walk of Fame, but they were installing some new stars because of some music festival. I don't know what was going on, but I got some pictures of that, and yeah, everyone had a good time. I went with my travel buddy Sarah and my husband, and yeah, it was just
that's great.
Fun, chill little time.
We all got to do a little more traveling, especially now that it's the summer. James, what about you? Highlights last couple weeks.
Last couple weeks, not too much has been going on with me. Just pretty much just work. Nothing too exciting. No travels. I do have several trips that I am currently planning for the summer, but nothing has happened so far. But I guess
you're going to be doing your traveling in the fall, right?
I would say late summer and probably early fall. One of my mother's birthday is in July. And so this year for her birthday, some of her favorite singers have gotten together and they're performing a concert. So
for her?
No, not for her. I wish it was just for her, but that'd be awesome.
That would be nice.
No, but they're doing a tour.
Could you imagine instead of this Cameo app where they just say hello to you for 5 minutes for $300, if they actually did a concert for you, like Rod Stewart and
for this,
Billy Joel.
It's Patti LaBelle, Shaka Khan, Gladys Knight, and Stephanie Mills. and those are some of my mom's favorite singers, and they're all going to be together. So I bought some tickets for us to go and see her when they go to my mom's town. So that's one trip that I've got to take. I'm going to go
That's great.
take my mom to a concert. So, and there will be a special surprise that said concert for my mom, but I'm not going to say what that is on here.
Yeah.
Yes. So.
Yeah. So I wanted to talk about the last couple episodes. We talked about love.
Love.
And yeah, LOVE. Um, I think spring brings out, I don't know, the best in all of us when we want to kind of, well, it makes us all horny too, but I mean, it opens up our love chakras, makes us a little bit more open to the possibility of finding a special person. And I know we're only going to talk about this at the beginning of this because this is a real love pride special.
The bromance.
The bromance. The bromance. So, James, last we talked, you were kind of seeing someone.
Oh yeah, that didn't last. That it was nice while it lasted. We pretty much dated for the month of April, and then we stopped dating. He decided that, well, he had some health issues, so he wanted to focus on taking care of himself, and also he wasn't really um I guess he wasn't really he didn't feel that he said he didn't feel that spark that he felt that one should feel,
The spark.
which am not a I don't really quite understand the spark in that if everything else was great, but I don't know. So
Let's chat about the spark because this is something I brought up with you uh, a while ago. Also, when I kind of started falling for someone, and you really didn't understand what the spark was until now. Robert, have you ever felt the spark? Those like butterflies in your stomach, the anxiety, the excitement, but the nervousness.
Yeah, absolutely. For a lot of wrong guys,
Yeah,
and then the
right,
right guy, and
right.
then the right guy about 15 years ago. So I mean,
but the right guy made you feel anxious, or did he make you feel calm?
calm,
Okay.
but um, you know, I'll let you guys talk. I'll let the singles talk. Listen up, tens. A five is talking. So,
I mean,
I don't know.
I mean,
No,
I
go
I
ahead.
could say that. I mean, I've felt those things for people. I mean, obviously, I am divorced, so obviously, I felt that for my ex husband, um, and it's kind of like I guess in my situation was we were I thought we were feeling that, um, but I was wrong. So I was just kind of like, oh, okay. Um, so yeah, it happened. I was one of the things I guess that Lewis did not quite understand is I tell people all the time I'm very easy to break up with. All you have to do
Mm.
is tell me that you don't want to be with me, and then I will say okay, and then we're done.
Right.
You know,
Right. Or there are some people that want to be chased, that want to have a conversation about it, they want to kind of do a little Vicky Cristina Barcelona,
no,
Javier Bardem, Penelope fight in the kitchen with Scarlett Johansson.
no. My feeling is why would I want to be with somebody who doesn't want to be with me? Like if you once you tell
Right.
me you don't want to be with me, then I'm like okay, I step away and go deal with it however I need to deal with it.
But haven't you ever seen these soap operas or any movie where it goes well at the beginning, then something happens and a wrench is thrown in, and they kind of they follow apart for a hot minute, and then they kind of come back together, and that's why they missed each other, so that's why they know it's real love. You don't think
Or
that? I mean, you don't think that that's also a possibility?
no. I was gonna say
So you think
it's
that from the first moment, someone knows that they like you and they want to pursue things, and that they never have any doubt?
oh, it's not that it's not that I don't I think that most certainly can happen to people. Yes, I thought you were asking about this particular situation.
No,
Um
no.
no, people in general, yes, of course, people can do that, but it's one of those situations from what I've seen that if that happens, the person who left has experienced life. I guess they experienced something that showed them, oh man, I really shouldn't have done that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I know, like for me personally, like if it happened to me, I would be a little suspect of the person coming back. Actually, I'd be a little suspicious of
Mm.
them.
Why?
Yeah,
I
why?
I don't know. It's kind
Cold
of
feet? You don't believe in cold feet?
no, no, not at all. It's kind of like in my mind, it's like if you were to break up with me for some odd reason, and then you want to get back with me, I
Wait, but we're not saying breaking up yet. We're just saying cold feet. Like, let's say at the beginning you were, everything's going great. You were texting each other every day. You were meeting up with, quite frequently, and then suddenly everything kind of stops. You can feel that he's pulling away, and do you take that as a signal of, oh, this is ending and that's it? And how would you handle that situation if you felt like someone was pulling away?
Yeah, give us advice.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, everything you would talk to them. I mean, everything pretty much is a conversation. So if you feel like that person is pulling away from you or something like that, talk to them. Say, hey,
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed that I feel like you're pulling away. What's going on? And you're never going to know until you ask.
I'm the
So
opposite. We're grown here. If you want to talk to me, you can talk to me. If you're gonna pull away, I just let them, and I'm like, okay, bye. I'm gonna, fool around with 10 other guys. Replace. Bye. I like them
Wow.
obsessed with me. Obsessed. I want someone to get internet in their house. I want someone to change their phone plan for me.
You want the Wi-Fi password to be your name.
Yes, I want them
that
to
is
drive.
hilarious.
I want them to drive halfway across the country for me in a night just to see
Wow.
me for an hour. I want them
And to
to
bring you a rotisserie chicken.
not only chicken, but
Oh yeah,
something along those
vegan
lines.
rotisserie chicken.
Ew, no, that sounds gross. But yeah, just anything, let them show more, show. Some people aren't good at telling, and part of me is just like, how did you get to 40 years old and you don't know? And you got communication issues. Time is ticking. Tick tock, tick tock. Time is
So I
ticking.
have some
I
hetero
agree.
friends who said in gay relationships, how do you know who's the one that's supposed to chase? Because Robert, you're saying you want a guy to do this to you, but are you also doing this to that guy? Are you also driving in the night to be with him for an hour,
I
or
have
is
done
this
that
something?
before, and
Okay,
it's not turned out well. So I really have to wade, like test the waters, like put my toe in the water a little
Yeah,
bit, see how it
yeah,
is,
yeah.
see how they'll freak out about it or not. Because
right,
some people don't like flowers being sent to them at work. They think it's creepy. I thought it was
right.
romantic, and
I
now
would
you
love
want to.
that.
Now you're like asking, how did I find out where you worked? And I'm like, you told me.
What if someone comes up to you when you have your, I don't know, second, third date, and they say, "I googled you"? Is that creepy or is this
That's gonna
endearing?
happen. That
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's 2025. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone
Yeah,
Googles each other. People get
right,
paid for background checks. You never know
right.
who you're gonna,
Right.
So
you
it's
know.
sweet. It's cute.
Well,
I wouldn't
unless you
say
find
it's
out something,
I
unless you find
wouldn't
out
Hmm.
that they're married, and
yeah, I wouldn't say
it's
it's
like,
sweet or cute. I just think it's normal this stage of
It's
right, it's
normal.
part,
yeah.
yeah. And in today's age, and
Yeah.
in 2025, you got to do what you got to do to
Right.
stay safe. And if you see a whole bunch of questionable photos about the person on their Twitter, it's
Right.
sort of like, wait a minute, what am I getting myself into? If
Well,
you're into
everyone now, it seems to be a trend. I just got back into the dating scene a few months ago after literally just not being active with it for years. And it seems to be like when you meet someone, they give you their Instagram or they want to have your Instagram. I fear it's also to snoop around a little bit on your page.
Well, I also feel like
Um,
that depends on the person's age because
mm,
yeah.
I will say like the last person I dated, we were close in age, like we're both in our 40s.
Mm-hmm.
And we we actually exchanged phone numbers. And so like we texted and we called each other. And eventually I think actually no. You know what? I did not have any of his social media while we were together. I didn't get his Facebook until after we broke up.
Facebook?
Wow.
How
Yeah,
old are
Facebook.
you?
he's
Friendster, you mean?
no, he's not. He's not on Instagram, so he only has Facebook.
Red
He only has
flag.
MySpace?
He
You
just
got
doesn't.
mail.
He just
I think
doesn't
I,
do. He just doesn't really do social media that much.
I
So
think
he's
you
got
dodged
Facebook.
a bullet with that
So
one.
yeah,
Sorry,
Horse and
that's a
buggy.
red flag. Yeah.
no.
No, listen, I think it's fine, the Instagram thing, but also give your number. I've met some guys lately where they just give you the Instagram and you chat through there. And it's
Yes.
kind of impersonal, to be
No,
honest.
no.
I don't really like it. I feel like, no, it just doesn't feel right.
I feel
Like
Mm-mm.
like
texting for me, I feel like I'm really connected. Instagram, I feel like I could hit the wrong button and I'd be talking to people I don't need to talk to.
I
Yeah,
feel
you'll
like
go on live.
yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah, I'll be like, oh
I feel
crap.
like that's happened with a lot of younger people that I have um sort of tried to
Mm-hmm.
connect with, or I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not.
Well, I have some news. I met someone and lately, and I I was like, oh yeah, we should get each other's Instagram. And do you know what his response was?
What?
I'll give you my number,
Wow, good.
which
That's
was
nice.
really refreshing.
Yeah.
Yeah, very refreshing.
That
Because I was like,
is.
oh, that's what I really wanted. So I think that goes to show you if you really like someone, it probably stop playing games and hiding behind some app. Just give them your number. Give them a call or text them there. But I'm not a big fan of the Instagram. I think getting the Instagrams after you get the number is cool. It's fun.
Right.
Um,
I like it
but
too.
anyway,
Yeah, I guess so.
Mhm.
yeah. But so there we are. Question for you guys. And when you first start dating someone, how many times a week should you be seeing them? And I know it all depends on that person, how busy you are, but should we be talking every day? Should you want to see each other every single moment of the time, or is it too much too soon?
I don't
Honestly,
know. You say, James.
it really depends on the person. Like it depends on that connection. Because some people don't like that. Like some people, for instance, have been single for a long time. They're used to
Mm-hmm.
their space. They kind of want to ease into it, so it could very well be like a once a week sort of deal. Other
Right.
people, if you feel comfortable with it and they want to see you and you want to see them, y'all could see each other every day. Um, I know,
But is
like
it healthy to see someone every day the first week or two? Is what I'm asking.
everyone is different. So
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
some people need that. Some people are like, no. Like I can say that I have been in situations where I have felt like I've had that instant connection where we talked every day, and then I can also say that I've been in a situation where we talked once a week, or maybe hung out once a week, or more or longer. It just depends on what I guess is needed from each of you.
yeah, and it also depends if it's long distance.
Yeah.
Like if it's long distance, I want to text every morning. Sorry, being
Wow.
being associated with me, whether it's friendship or relationship or anything, being in my life is a blessing and a privilege. I've cut off people for a lot less
Man,
than
don't
what
mess with
people
this
think.
one.
No, exactly. I mean, we're aging queens. We know what we
We are.
want.
Well, now that you're
That is
So,
true.
40, welcome to the club, Mr. Aging Queen.
exactly.
Right, right.
Yes. I'm in the 40 club with you
Your
guys.
welcome packet's in the mail.
The AARP package.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Gay ARP.
Yeah. One day. I don't know. I don't do games. If you want to be with me, be with me. And if we're long distance, then I expect a FaceTime call or back. But when I first met my now husband, we he got a computer for me so that we could Skype, and we Skyped all the
Because you were
time.
living in
Sometimes
Rome, right?
I was living in Rome at the time, and I came to Madrid on a dirty holiday, and I met him. Well, and
He
other
was your
people.
first one, right?
Uh,
Well, you
No
don't have to say
comment. No comment. But he was the one who changed his life for me, and I was like, wow,
Oh,
this guy's serious. So am I the one night stand that didn't go away, or is he the one night stand that never went away? Anyway, depends on how you look
maybe
at it.
both.
Maybe both. But I was like, wow, he's really into me. Oh, I'm really liking this. I haven't had this kind of attention before. Because in my previous relationships with people in Italy, it was just like I had to fight tooth and nail to get attention, and I just couldn't. It's like pulling teeth sometimes to get a conversation out of people. And I was
Really? Even people you dated?
yeah, it's they were just not all. I'm not saying all people in Italy are like this. I'm just saying from my personal experience.
They were all Italians or not
Uh,
Italians?
some Italians, some internationals.
Mm.
You know, it just felt like I know when I'm not wanted. I've lived a lot of my
Mm.
life like that. Us as queer people, I think we all know
Right.
when we feel like we don't belong. We know that
Yeah.
feeling a little
You
too
walk into a room and you can,
and you could
that,
feel it
yeah,
when
you feel
it's
it.
a whole bunch of not nice people, and when you have to walk into those rooms every single day. I'm not doing that with a relationship.
No.
So it's like, if you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. Get off the pot if you're not pooping,
So they
so
probably liked you not enough, or they wanted you to change, or they liked aspects of you, but they didn't accept you completely. That's probably
exactly.
what it
And
is.
to be completely fair, I don't think I'm intense. I don't think
Right.
I'm asking for too much. I'm just asking for, a call
Every
at the
day.
end at the end of the day. Hey, how was your day? It doesn't have to be for hours, but
Right.
like a little 10-minute thing. Hey, how are you?
Even at 11:30 before you go to bed, a little text of how you've been. I think
Yeah,
that's
or
nice.
something, and
Yeah.
if it works out, great, and if not, it's nothing personal. I think people take things really personal when it comes to relationships not working out. It's like, oh, what did I do wrong? No, what did that other guy do
Well,
wrong?
That's true. I agree with that.
I
Definitely.
agree. I agree. I think we beat ourselves up. We're like, oh my God, did I just miss an opportunity here? Is that the one that got away?
I
They're so great.
wouldn't
We put them on a pedestal, and it's really no. They were just an asshole, dude. You
I wouldn't
dodged
say
the
that
bullet.
we do that. But I do. I believe
I do.
some.
I do
I
it.
was gonna say you most certainly do that.
I
Yes,
do it.
yes, I
Yeah.
know you
I,
do.
I I admire them at the beginning, and I put them on a pedestal, and then sometimes when the feeling is too intense, I kind of I start you know just getting nervous around them. So it's good. This latest one, it's there. I have a very intense feeling attraction for him, but I'm not. How can I say? I'm not nervous around him. I feel confident around him, and I feel there's yeah, I can be myself. But it's not when I feel those. I don't feel the butterflies for this one. I feel the spark. And what I don't feel the butterflies, what I mean by butterflies is that stage fright pit of your stomach feeling where, that it's very anxious. And that is what drives me crazy. And I think I get that from people that are not giving themselves completely, that are holding back. And that makes me want more. It's kind of abusive, actually,
Hmm.
because they're leaving you in this kind of gray area. They're just, there's this term called breadcrumbing. They're giving you just enough to stick around, but not committing to you or giving you much attention, that you require or that someone would require normal in a normal relationship. So yeah, no, I think yeah. So that's the thing is it feels more sustainable this time around. You know,
I,
um,
when you
it
first
just
get
feels.
into when you're single and you want to get into a relationship, you may have a list of prerequisites like, oh, he must be this, he must be that, he must have this, he must have
Right.
that. And honestly, having that list is good to have in the back of your mind, but if you
Right.
feel the spark, or if you feel the
Yeah.
butterflies, or if you feel, this is the one, or I
You
don't
don't
know,
know.
butterflies, I'm not sure about that terminology, but let's just say the spark. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you feel
So
something that motivates you to kind of keep at it and keep connecting.
and not just lust, because lust can go away.
Right.
Just because he's got a banging body and a big old wang, and he's got all of this in a bag of chips, and he's got money. It's sort of like, okay, those things can run out, those things can stop working, those things can, it's not the be all and end all.
I find humor attractive. I find someone
very.
that I can just look at and I'm like, oh my God, you're hilarious,
Did we lose Luis?
And I still want to eat their face. That's what I need.
Well,
you make me laugh.
I'll continue.
And
honestly, I've been thinking. I think I've been talking a lot. What do you think about that, James?
Oh, that was weird.
You there?
Remix.
I know, right? Well, yeah. I was gonna. Oh, there you are. He's back.
Yep, I'm back.
So, I mean, honestly, I feel like there's I don't know if I have like if I can feel comfortable around you, if we can talk, if like then that means a lot to me. Like that's one of the reasons why, like, one of the first things I tell people all the time is, if we're gonna do anything together, we have to be able to talk.
Right.
So that's like when I meet people, I tell them flat out, hey, I'm probably gonna meet you at a park and we're gonna go for a walk and we're gonna talk. And then from there, who knows what'll happen. But if I can't talk to you, if I can't relax around you, then I can't be with you. So So, yeah. And then from there you can who knows, like, yes, I think that one of the things that I ideally would like, I'd like somebody to put in as much as I'm putting in,
Yeah.
Or
exactly.
I
don't want to chase someone,
right.
47 years old. You've been through it. At this age, I've been in a lot of different relationships. Some a little longer, some a little shorter. But what I know I don't want is to spend time chasing someone. I want them to meet me halfway.
And there's also a happy medium between someone who has no filter and someone who's rude. And you don't want the rude.
Right.
You want someone who's raw and honest and says what they're thinking to you, but not in a overtly rude, abusive way, whether it's between the two of you or out in public, or, when you were talking about humor, there's good humor and there's also bad humor. Bad humor could be between the two of you and you can do dirty jokes and inappropriate stuff. But, you got to know what to do, where to draw the line. Nothing racist, but, just something that doesn't put the other person down in public. When you say a funny joke, but it's at your expense or your partner's expense,
and
in public, red flag, leave the guy, pack your bags. I don't care. That's what I did.
If he starts
relationships, and I was just like, no, disrespecting me in public, no, honey.
That's very toxic. Actually, I'm going to tell you a story. I was on the train yesterday, and I saw. I was texting Robbie, so Robbie knows this story. And there was this gay couple. They were young. I'd say probably mid to late 20s. And you can tell that there was kind of like tension from the beginning, but the top, I would say, just because
the top.
You could tell one was the top, one was the bottom. You could tell.
What? That's rude.
Are you sure?
Oh no, I very much. Yeah, one had more yang, the other one had more yang. Anyway, so he went to get him some food, and he went to get himself some food, and he asked him, "Do you want something? Do you want me to get you something?" And the guy said, "No, I'm fine. I don't want to eat anything." The guy came back with food for him and his partner, and his partner just lost his shit. He's like, "You don't listen to me. I expressly said I didn't want anything to eat." And then it was 2.5 hours of me being right behind them, having to listen to their fight about that. So it wasn't about the food. It was about that one guy didn't listen, but the other guy was trying to be nice and getting him food just in case he got hungry.
I, I would have been like, "That's for me. What are you talking about? I
Yeah.
didn't get you any food. This is for
I
me."
mean, when you're on a train journey, this is not the relationship Robbie, this is the travel Robbie. Speaking right now, you're gonna have to eat eventually. So, and if it's train food, just put it in your bag and shut up. Like, if you don't want food now, you're gonna want food later. Put it in your backpack.
True.
Your boyfriend just bought you something. Say thank
That's how
you,
I was
and then
thinking.
put it in your bag.
He
Right.
was being very, very nasty to him. It's like he was almost picking a fight. That's how I felt.
I would have just said
But
thank you. I'm
he
not
did it in
hungry, and I'll eat
public.
later. No, yeah,
He,
exactly.
he did it in public. The guy was like demoralized. You could see him. He was
Oh
like
no.
talking softly and talking low, and so everything he was saying was very measured and very important to him. And then the other one was just like a cat in the rain, just kind of yelling all over the place and being a little scattered with his thoughts. So then, of course, they made up. I mean, this was like I didn't need a soap opera; it was already in front of me, like live TV
Oh
in
my.
person. So, um,
I can't deal
and
with
they
loud people on the
You know.
train. Even if they're not fighting,
right,
if they're just loud having a conversation, it's just like I know this is not a library, but
they were like
still.
contained, loud, contained. They were, where you know what they're saying, but they're trying to contain themselves, but really it's not working because they're still being loud. So
Yeah.
they weren't like overtly loud or yelling. They were just like like kind of like heightened voice and tension.
See, I feel like I'm at a point in life where I'd be like, "All right, I'm out."
Me
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
I
No,
told my sister when I saw her and she picked me up, I told her the story and I said, "Listen, anyone talk to me like that, I would never speak to them again. I
Oh
mean,
no,
yeah.
especially in
no.
public."
Well, especially because, like, for me, for instance, that's one of the things that I would do. Like if I'm going to a restaurant that I know
Right.
that someone I'm dating likes, it's quite often that I'll be like, "Hey, just letting you know, I know that you like, for instance, I know you like the Cheesecake Factory, and I'm going to the Cheesecake Factory for dinner with friends. Do you want me to pick you up a piece of cheesecake, or I might surprise you with a piece of your favorite cheesecake?" Just
Wait,
because
you actually eat the cheesecake there?
I usually get it to go because
Oh.
by the time you're done eating your actual meal, you're stuffed. So,
Oh wow.
but I always get a piece of cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory because
Oh.
That's
it's so
nice.
tasty.
They actually have
Um,
cheesecake. Yeah.
oh yeah, their cheesecake is really good. But if I'm with someone like who's not, like if I'm dating someone who's not at dinner with me, and I know that they love that, then I'll be like, hey. What's your favorite slice? I'll grab you one while I'm here, and that way, you can have it. Or and
But I
especially
don't
like,
think it was about food, guys.
right,
This is
Listening.
this. Yeah, it's
right,
about. He's like, you
right.
never listen to me. If I tell you no, it's no. You know, but it's the way he was saying it, and you could
Yeah.
tell that
Right.
he wanted to kind of. I don't know.
Were they
I see
young?
that
I
they were
forget.
young. They were like 25 to 30. No more than 30ish.
They're
They
still
were,
old enough to know better.
Right. I mean,
yeah.
he really
I,
should have just taken the food and put it in his bag or something and be like, "I'll
Yeah.
just I'll just eat this later." You
Thank
know.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but he then anyway, it was a fight about not what the fight was about.
Right.
Basically, it wasn't about the food, it was about them and their dynamic and
Yeah.
how they communicate. It's about communication basically. So, but yeah, I mean respect is the number one thing that I look for
Oh yeah. You
and
gotta from the very beginning.
Right.
from the very beginning. Yeah. If you lose respect for your partner, there's nothing there for you to do anymore. It's just
See,
it's
like I know,
done.
like for me in that situation, if I would have brought that person food, I would have started the conversation off with, "Listen, I know you said you weren't hungry, but I got you some food for maybe later, just in case you get hungry."
Exactly.
And that way he hears I've listened to him, but
Oh, he
I
said that, but he goes, "I expressly said I'm not hungry, and if I have to say I expressly said it, it means that I really don't want it. There is no ifs, ands, and buts about it." I mean, he just went off.
Oh yeah, no, I'm
So
out. I'm out.
yeah, I think that guy needs to grow up, and the other one needs to get back on the apps or something because
Well,
this is
because honestly, that one guy, his love language could be acts of service.
Yeah, it's
you know,
true.
and the
I
other,
love giving little gifts when I'm dating someone.
right, exactly. There's nothing wrong with that. But obviously,
Hmm.
if you're with someone who doesn't appreciate that, then that might not work out well.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't know if I
geez.
believe in those love languages things. I'm a little bit of everything. So as long as you're nice and you're somewhat stable,
And don't give me
interpret that
gonorrhea.
however you like. Well, yeah. Well, we don't discriminate here, but
It's an STI.
I know, but just go to the clinic. Oh, that's a red flag. If you don't like going to the doctor, sorry.
Yes.
Boo, tomato, tomato, tomato. I don't like going to the doctor. I don't get tested regularly. No.
Oh,
You
what
live in a
about this
country
one?
with
Yeah.
free
This
healthcare. Stop it.
this is this goes along with the prep usage, which I think is great. There's an episode that I did with Dr. Kristen, and prep is really saving a lot of lives. But it's not a magic bullet, and it's also making a lot of these STDs that were kind of almost eradicated, like syphilis and stuff. They made a huge comeback. Um, Gonorrhea, chlamydia, a lot of people are getting these. It's going around the community. It's going around everywhere now, just because condom use is pretty low when you're on prep. So, what do you think if someone says, "Oh, I'm on prep. I don't use condoms with anyone"?
Run. No. Don't care. Don't care.
Hmm.
No.
It's like PrEP takes care of one of many
Right.
diseases. So,
Exactly.
And there's new stuff that could pop up. Look at the monkeypox that came up.
Yeah,
No
exactly.
one really
that is
was
true.
prepared
Yeah,
for
no,
that.
no,
Prep wasn't protecting against that.
no. But a
So
No,
bunch
it
of us
doesn't.
got that vaccination, which is good.
yeah,
I was not able to because in Madrid, just it
I didn't
was
get it. But
it was just way too much. Like
I
the
hassle.
online system to sign up for it just kept blocking because Madrid's such a gay city that everybody wanted to get it, which is good. However, they just didn't distribute it well, in my
Well, you're
opinion.
in a relationship too. I mean,
Oh, true, but I don't.
not to say you don't need
yeah,
it,
but
but
nobody wants it though.
I got
But
a yellow fever vaccination for no reason. Like, I'll get anything. I love vaccines. Make me more autistic. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I want
no.
all the vaccinations.
I was
Stop.
gonna say, I know here when it was hard getting it, and it was literally somebody posted online, "Hey, the Department of Health just got in the vaccinations. They're doing it today, and I managed to get in and get mine." Um, so I was like, "Oh, this is really cool." But I know it was hard for a lot of people for a while to get it. Um, but yeah, I do not have
Now,
yellow fever. I don't have the yellow
yeah,
fever vaccine now.
Oh, no. I
yeah,
had to
it's crazy.
lie and say that I was going to Ghana for a visa. I was just like, but what if I
Oh,
do?
that's
I'm a
true.
travel boy. And what if my friends are like, hey, let's go XYZ place? I'm like, sure, ready.
You want to be
Book it.
prepared.
Yeah,
Right.
You're
exactly.
like Dora the Explorer with her vaccine card.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I've got 3 vaccine cards. That's another long story. But
You're like, I'm ready. I'm ready for the Congo. I'm ready for Vietnam.
yeah,
I've got it
take
all.
me. Oh, I'm on the
Yeah.
next flight. No,
Well,
but back to the topic at hand. When it comes to F boys and you
Yeah.
know, little boys trying to be men and people not being honest and being down low, skanky,
Yeah.
you gotta suss them out from the very beginning. And
Yeah.
I'm a goody two shoes. I like a guy who's a goody two shoes. If I don't want to slut shame or anything, and I guess
Listen,
I'm sex positive,
we've
but
all had
within
our
limits.
yeah, we've all had our slutty stages, and I
Oh, of
think
course,
they're
and
very
do
much
it. But if you
needed.
want to be
Yeah.
with me, you're not because
right.
Right.
I can resolve that.
There's
Well,
one you. I feel like it's hard. Well, I don't know. You did it during a slutty weekend, right? And you met your husband.
Yeah.
But I think you have to know when to stop when you meet
Oh
someone
yeah.
that you
When,
really
when
like.
if you're single, you're single, and if you're not, you're not. And if you want to
Right.
be in an open relationship, then start that from the very beginning,
Right.
and then be monogamous in the beginning, and then be open later, or vice versa, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We're not straight. We don't have to act like it. And plenty of straight people live alternative lifestyles as well. It is 20.
Okay.
When it comes to sussing out guys from the very beginning, I think it's good to Google them. I think it's good to ask for references, ask their friends, check out who they're following on Instagram, and if there's some weird cases, And if there's some weird situations, then weird people that they're following, or if they're following too many of your exes, it's like, uh-oh, let's suss this out, and just try to, be like, hey,
I
you're my
don't know.
and how do you know him? And if they used to fool around, that's one thing. That's fine. That's not a red flag. But, if there's too many people that they're fooling around with, I don't know. I just don't do bare celebrities. Sorry.
I mean, for me, I feel like if anyone were to check out my Instagram, they'd probably be like, "Man, he likes a lot of half-naked guys."
Mm.
So,
And there's
but
nothing wrong with that.
right, exactly. But I mean, honestly, it's one of the conversations, like before I have sex with anybody, we have the conversation, we have that testing conversation, like,
Absolutely.
like, when were you last tested, what were the results, like,
I
if
can show me the
Right.
results. I want them printed
Yeah.
out on a
I
piece
mean,
of paper.
honestly, like, when I get tested, that's one of the reasons why, like, the place that I get tested, they give you a little card and they ask you, do you want these, do you want us to, like, write them down? I'm like, yeah, write it down.
Yeah,
So that
exactly.
if
Right.
someone ever questions me, I can be like, hey, yes, see right here, I tested negative, it's right here. So, um but also, a lot of places, a lot of cities have free testing.
Hmm.
So, like, especially,
Almost every city has at least
yeah,
one place you can get tested for free.
exactly, free testing. In some cities, like Columbus, where I live, there are several organizations that actually go out into the community, and they
Right.
will actually go to gay bars and test at gay bars. you
That'd be
know
fun. I'd do it.
yeah,
Why not?
honestly, the last few times that I've gotten tested have been at a gay bar, and
Do
they
you get
have.
the results right away?
Yes. Well, except for, um there's a couple that you don't get right away. I want to say,
Mm.
you get HIV and syphilis right away, but I think the other ones,
Mm.
not right away. I think the other ones are like a day or two, but they
That's
call you,
fine.
but basically they call you, or if that's what you want, call or text, basically, to say, hey, you have something, or they just don't call you at all if you have nothing, which is good.
Hmm.
So yeah, I just I I tend to go fairly regularly. I guess, when I
Yeah.
was more active, I went quarterly, but now that I'm not as active, I go every 6 months.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
So yeah.
which is more than
Great.
a lot of people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but
I mean, I
it's
do once a year.
yeah,
I should probably do it more.
yeah. I've
You
Um,
need to do it more, Louis.
You'd need to do it more for sure. Yeah.
all right, ladies, calm
You
I
hussy.
I was gonna say, yeah, you need to do it
down.
more.
Listen, it's spring and it's quite normal to be a butterfly.
It is. We love
Um,
butterflies. We are not
Right.
anti-butterflies here.
I agree.
Do it responsibly, please.
Yes.
absolutely.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Well, on that note, after you just shamed me, no, I'm just kidding. Uh,
you have a shame kink. That's one of your love
that's,
languages.
that's right. That's
Yes.
right. So, all right. This is good. This is good. So I think we got somewhere here with kind of defining where and how long, it should be when you talk to someone at the beginning. Should you be intense to show those kind of feelings? Should just play it cool? I think it's up to the person. It's up to what that kind of connection that you have with them and that trust that you're building, because really you're building that trust from the beginning, right?
Yeah, and if you can't handle me at my worst from the beginning, then
Right.
if you live a life together, then you're gonna have to, you know, it's not all sunshine and gumdrops.
Right.
There's some things when you have a partner that you're gonna have to deal with together, and if you can deal with that, knowing that from the very beginning, then and set that foundation down, I think that's great. And if
Yeah.
they're wishy washy from the very beginning, pussyfooting around the issues and stuff, bye.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's go around and say the positive thing about being single and the positive thing about being in a relationship. What is it for you guys?
James, you go.
Oh man. Positive thing about being single. Um Gosh. I guess you definitely have the freedom to do what you like or what you want as a single person. Positive thing about being in a relationship is, hopefully, you are with someone who sort of gives your life more balance or makes it more fun. because when you're single, you have to do that on your own. But when you're with someone else, hopefully they can add, and that's the goal. Do you want to find somebody who can add to your life and not
Right.
take away? So, yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I think when you start a relationship with someone, you might have a checklist, like I said, but part of that checklist should also be, what do I get from this person? Not in a
Right.
gimme, gimme, gimme type of way, but, do they replenish my energy? Do I feel comfortable?
Right.
Can I tell them all my deepest, darkest secrets? Those types of things. Anyway, but to answer your question, Louis, when it comes to a positive thing about being in a relationship, honestly, I think sharing is important, and I think it's a
Yeah.
positive thing. But you can also share with people when you're single.
Right.
Just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean that you stop being a brother, a mentor, a colleague, a son. It does. Those things don't stop. So hopefully, being in a loving relationship helps you be better. And also, when you're single, you can also have the freedom to figure out what you like,
Right.
because when you're in a relationship, you kind of should know those things to begin with, but you can
Right.
also
Right.
do those things together. But you should start off from the very beginning with someone saying, hey, I don't like XYZ, but I do like ABC, instead of just saying, I don't like this, I don't like that. If you do this to me, you need to do that to me.
Right.
No, I think being single is the time to explore and see what you're into.
Get to know yourself.
If you've
Yes.
never been to a bathhouse, maybe try it.
Right.
Yeah.
You'll never catch me dead in there. But,
Right.
that's just an example. But if you go to a bathhouse when you're starting to get to know someone, I don't
Right.
know. Talk to them about it. Maybe go together. But, you know, when you're single, that's the time to explore and to do things on your own. Because as much as I don't fully agree with this statement, it does makes some sense, and it is kind of true, maybe more than 50% of the time. But if you're not happy single, you're not going to be happy in a relationship.
I
Right.
agree.
I know we are social human beings, we need other people.
We do.
Relationships are not the be all and end all. There's other types of relationships. It doesn't have to be one person, it could be multiple people. And then on top of that, you got friends, you've got family, you've got colleagues, you've got different levels of everything.
Dog.
You got pets, you've got your friends' pets, you've got lots of ways to reach out into the community. You got neighbors, so there's different levels of connection in order to help people, because we are social human beings. We are not robots. Our feelings are our feelings, and we need
Yeah.
to feel them. And so I think being in a relationship, you kind of fall back into, I'm going to ditch my friends and I'm going to focus on this new relationship that I've got going on. And I think that's a little scary, and it's not always a good thing either. You need to be with your friends,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because what if they're
You
going
can't dump
through
your
something?
friends when you get into a relationship. A lot of people do that.
I
Yeah.
did it, and I'm sorry.
You did.
Unfortunately, I left the country, and
Right.
well, they left countries as well. But I moved to Spain, so
That's different. You had to move.
yeah, I did. I wasn't happy there. But when it comes to relationships, it's a little exciting starting off in the very beginning, but it's also really scary because, what if I'm wasting my time? What if they
Right.
don't like me? What if they're using me?
Right.
So you got to suss that stuff out from the very beginning.
Yeah, I think the positive things for relationships with me is that you have someone that witnesses your day-to-day life. When you have a friend or friends, you may see them once, twice a month if you're lucky, and you catch up, but they don't know everything and the nuances of your experience that you've had recently. But when you're dating someone and you talk every day, and they kind of know all the characters in your story, in your life, you can build from that, and sharing really is much more powerful, So, yeah, I think it's about having
He's
someone
got.
witness your day-to-day life. And I think the positive parts about being single is to get to know yourself, heal from any past issues that you've had, not just relationship wise, but family or growing up gay. A lot of us carry that along. Um, but I think you need to be alone for a while in order to heal properly.
You need to
And
have more
then,
experiences in
yes,
order to make the abuse not the main thing about you.
exactly,
True.
And
exactly,
when they say time heals, that's when you're healing, you don't want to hear that because you're like,
Right.
I want to get over this now. But when they say time heals, and something that I never understood until I got older was the more experiences you have, the more fuller and enriched of a person that you are.
Right.
So you could still be a dork, and you could still be rude to waiters, and you can still be, a bad person. Don't get it twisted. Please keep working on yourself if any of those things relate to you.
right,
However, if once you get out of abuse, it's hurtful, it's raw,
yeah,
it's not where you want to be in life, and you want to move on quickly, not let time take over. But the more experiences that you have, mostly good, we hope, but when it rains it pours, so it can also be bad as well. I think just looking at the bigger picture and realizing in 10 years, will this matter? No.
no,
Okay.
not
I'm
even
just gonna
three
let it
months.
wash over me. Exactly.
Yeah. All right, guys. So we learned to say goodbye to your F men, F boys, and brace yourself, heal, and get ready for some spring summer fun.
Exactly. The summer is here, guys.
Pride is here. Happy
Pride
Pride,
is
everyone.
Yes.
here.
Happy Pride.
Absolutely.
Thank you for joining us, like usual, Robbie and Mr. James. And we'll talk again soon. Have a happy and safe Pride.
Get tested.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.